Like, subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos from PHN Learn. For more videos, download our app from the Play Store. Hello guys, so welcome to this and another new session of your MySQL. Now in this session we are going to learn about data types and variables. Now again, previously in many different programming languages also we have learned these data type and variables. Now again there is a need of data types and variables. Why? Because in previous lecture I have told you that MySQL is what? It is a platform, whereas the language, the programming language which we are going to use for the database, for the manipulation of the databases is nothing but your SQL. And SQL is nothing but what? A programming language. And the moment I say programming language, it must have concepts like variables and data types. That's for sure, right? Data types means what? Previously we have also learned that data types means it specifies certain types. Means whether the given input is integer, decimal number, float, boolean value or what. So this specification, the type of the variable, the type of the given input is specified using your data type. That is nothing but your data type, right? And MySQL, your software MySQL supports maximum of your data type of SQL. It supports maximum of the data types of your SQL programming language, right? Now, there are many different kinds of data types in SQL also. And likely your date and time, and then binary values, the numeric values, and so on. So numeric value stores what? It will store int, decimal number, float, etc. Your decimal numbers will get stored in your numeric data types, right? Decimal means what? It is nothing but a number. Whether it is a decimal point, it doesn't matter, but it is a number, right? So it will, these type of numbers, all the number, whatever the number input is there, these are nothing but your numeric data types, right? Whereas if you consider your date and time, sometimes happens that in databases we need to store the date, right? When like if at all a student is for filling the admission form, then what happens? You need to store the date of your that particular student admission, right? So at that time what you will require? The date and the time. So here data types like date, time, date and time, year. Date time is combinedly is one data type. Date and time separately is also another data type. We will see everything in our next lectures when we will start with our databases, okay? Now another year is one, and similarly there are, right? So these were what? These were date and time, your data types, okay? Similarly, there are string data types. String means string will hold what? The names, the characters over there, right? We have learned strings. Strings holds means the data types like varchar, character. These are the data types which get which are the types of string data type. All the characters, all the words, all the sentences will get stored in your these type of data types. It happens if you at all you want to declare a name over there, a person name, you need to store. Each and every data type will definitely have a person name. So that name is nothing but my string, right? It is combination of your characters. It is a particular string. So here which data type we will use? A varchar data type there will be used, right? Now another is your boolean. Now another is your spatial data types. The spatial data types means what? All the datas of your geolocation, these will get stored in your spatial data types. It happens that the location, you have to store the particular person locations. There are various kind of data types. There are various kind of databases in this, right? Multiple. You can see MySQL, these softwares holds your data types, gives you the access, gives you permission to manipulate your data types, to play with your data, play with your databases, right? These softwares helps you for that. But with this one single MySQL software, you will be able to create multiple data types of multiple types, right? So databases, क्या बोल रही हूँ मैं? What the hell? See, with these spatial data types, you will be able to store the geographical or geolocation values over there. It happens sometimes in some databases, there is a requirement in which you need to store the location of that person. Right, you need to store the location at which location this happened. So particular live location you need to store over there. So at that time these types, spatial data types, will be used over there. Okay, so and in this spatial data types, basically we use OpenGIS classes, right? Now another is your binary. This binary stores nothing but your variable amount combinedly. Variable means what? It have certain byte size, right? 2 byte, 4 byte, 6 byte, 8 byte. Similarly, it has certain byte size. So this, if you want to store these type of larger amounts, these type of larger variable amounts, then you have to use these type of datas. Then you have to use these type of data types, that is your nothing but binary data types. And lastly, we have your JSON data types. JSON is nothing but in every system we have a JSON document. If at all you have anytime worked with your HTML and CSS, there is a JSON file. In Android also, everywhere there is a JSON document you need to store, right? So whenever you want to import these kind of JSON documents, JSON file over there, then you need to use the JSON data types only. There is no type in this JSON, like in string we had a varchar and char and etc., right? But in JSON itself is a data type. Okay, so these many are the data types of your MySQL. Now this was combinedly your data types. Similarly, we have a concept of variables now. Now what do you understand by variable? If you have learned previously in any programming language, then you must be knowing about that. But these variables are what? These variables are nothing but the identification of a particular value. If you say, let's take an example like this PHN Technology. Okay, this company is what? PHN Technology. Now PHN Technology, this is the address, this is the name, this is the identification of the company. Everybody knows this company by which name? PHN Technology Private Limited, right? If at all I am calling you, then you must be having some name, and by your name only I will call you. So that name is what? Name is your identification. From that name only you are identified in any particular situation, right? Similarly, we have variables in our programming language. Variables is nothing but the identification of that particular value. Okay, means let's say if I have 10 value, then 10 should be have some address. Directly I cannot call 10, right? If at all I don't know where is 10 stored, then how can I call directly 10? There will be multiple values of 10 in my memory. Then which 10 I am calling? That should be known to me, right? So for that I have to use a variable name over there, right? So this is nothing but your variable. It is an identification of your values. Now there are three main types of your variables, that is local variable, system variable and user defined variable. Now user defined variables means what? The variable names which are specified by the user. Means let's say I am the programmer of my code. Okay, so now the names which I will decide, which I will give it, that is nothing but a user defined variables, right? And another example is another type is your local variables. Local variable and user variables are one and the same, but in local variable what happens? Let's say in a code we have given like this int a is equal to 10, and that after giving that I have ended the bracket over there. So now what happened? till the bracket is there, till the scope is there, the local variable will stand, right? But initially, if you see, initially what I have given, if at all I have given a null value over there, then after the programming, after its scope, means after the bracket is closed over there, after that it will again initialize to 0 and then it will start. This is what your local variables. Local variables only have the scope. It has a particular scope. Scope means what? Your brackets. Means the opening bracket and the closing bracket. The moment till the time you have that brackets on, till the time your variables will work over there, and the moment you will close it, it will be done over there. And if at all after starting in the initialization you have given null value over there, then again from the starting it will start with null value and then it will proceed in its particular scope. This is nothing but your local variable. Whereas in user defined variables, what happened, once you have initialized it, it will carry forward the same value in the complete program. It doesn't have a particular constraint, it doesn't have a particular scope over there, but in local variables it does have. Once the scope is over, it gets deleted from the memory also. The value, the variable gets destroyed basically. But in user defined variables, this doesn't happen. Once the scope is also over, still the initialized value will be same for the complete program, right? And now the system defined variables means what? The predefined variables which we have. In C programming we have the what? Like keywords we have, right? So those predefined values here are nothing but your system defined variables. Okay, means the predefined values which we already have in your databases, in your syntax, which you cannot use for your user defined for any other type of variables. Those are your predefined variables, right? So this were your different types of variables, that is local variable, user defined variable, as well as your system variables, right? So this was the total concept of your data types and your variables. Data types is what? It specifies the type of the values, whereas variable is what? It gives us the identification of that value, right? So this was the complete concept of your data types and variables. Irrespective of the programming language, every programming language have the concept of data types and variables, because these both are the basic concept of your programming language. And if at all it doesn't have, then it is not a programming language, right? Now, why we have the concept of this data type and variables in our MySQL? Because MySQL is nothing but a software. Then our software, why does a software have a concept like this? Because this software also use the programming language, that is your SQL. SQL, again, SQL is nothing but your programming language. That is the reason we have the concept like data types and variables. Okay, so hope you have understand this concept. This was the complete concept of your data types and variables in your programming language, that is SQL programming language. So this was all about today's session. Hope you have understood. Thank you and goodbye. For more videos, download our app from the Play Store.